get a little Kim Kardashian, presidential suite, and I trumped her like Tiana. Remind me of Rihanna inside that vagina. With my bricks out, she gave fellatio like Black China. Yo, this AHJEE Parker, you rocking with FUNG Promotions right now.
Alright, so say what's up, just say who you is.
What's good? I'm AHJEE Parker, aka AHJEE Forever, aka Young AP. A lot of people call me AP because AHJEE Parker, you know what I'm saying? But on social media, all my handles is AHJEE Forever, but it's with a 43 VA. Cause I grew up on 43rd Street in West Covina, California, around like 25 minutes from LA and shit.
So talk about that. Let's talk about So you was talking about West Covina. Talk about a little bit about like where you was born at, your origins, like where did you as a being come from?
I'm looking at the camera.
You good? You don't want, bro?
Alright, I was
relax.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you, yeah. I was born in West Covina, California, like Queen of the Valley Hospital. A lot of people don't know about that city, but it's in LA County. It's about 100,000 people. It's relatively big. It's not too small of a city. In California, everything, all the cities pretty big, especially Southern California. Everything is like hella populated. But I grew up around like hella Asians, hella Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? And now it's basically like where I learned a lot as far as like my childhood.
Yeah.
I grew up, I went to a private school called Hacienda Christian School.
And that was in West Covina?
Nah, that was in Hacienda Heights, but Hacienda Heights and West Covina is like same area, you know what I'm saying? Like 15 minutes away type shit.
You said that's West Covina, that's like Southern California. How far is that from LA?
Yeah, it's about 25 minutes. West Covina from LA, it's all LA County, you know what I'm saying?
So growing up, did you visit LA at all? Did they have any influence?
Yeah, what happened was, I remember when I was little, I was really being raised by my grandmother because my mom and my dad, they're both still young. My dad used to work as like a loan officer. My mom was doing escrows. Then she had another child after me anyway. So really I was raised by my great-grandmother, like my dad's mom's mom type shit. And she really just like took me outside, took me to the park, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I learned.
So you growing up in West Covina, you lived with both your parents, or you said just the grandparents? My parents actually lived with my grandmother at the time. So we was kind of all in a house packed together. Who was all in the house other than grandparents?
It was my parents, my dad's mom, my dad's mom's mom, because it was her house, my great-grandma's house. My brothers, I had two brothers, an older brother. Around that time, I was about 4 or 5 years old. He was still in elementary school, like 5th grade, 6th grade. Then I had a brother younger than me. We only 11 months apart, so that was basically the household.
How was it growing up with that many people in the household? You said it was kind of packed.
Nah, yeah. I never had nothing easy. Like, we was actually in the projects. We was in, like, Crip territory. Like, that shit is real there, you know what I'm saying? People be having it confused. In Southern California, like, that gang shit run throughout Pasadena, run throughout LA County. Like, it's real out there. Nothing was ever easy type shit.
How long was you out there before you transitioned? Because right now we're in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So how long were you out there before?
That was like the first 5 years of my life. Now, about LA, this is what happened. My dad grew up, he was born and raised in South Central. I was just born in West Covina because I guess that's just how they got there, you know what I'm saying? It was like affordable living or whatever. But after West Covina, we moved to Gardena. And Gardena, basically like 10 minutes from LA. We grew up on Rosecrans in Vermont. And for the people that know, Rosecrans is like one of the biggest streets in LA, you know what I'm saying? Like Compton run through Rosecrans, a lot of like popular places or infamous places run through that one street. So we was like 5 minutes from Crenshaw type shit.
And after you, so when you turned 5, y'all, what made the fam move to Atlanta?
I ain't moved to Atlanta till I was like 9 years old. And that happened because I guess a recession hit. I don't really know the story because I was a young nigga at the time, but my parents was going through financial adversity or whatever. We had a cousin in Georgia. He was starting a business because my dad was already into real estate. So he came out here on some business venture type shit. That shit ain't even work out. When I first moved out here, I was in Gwinnett. So I'm like 9 years old in Gwinnett type shit. And then my parents ended up splitting up. My parents divorced. My dad went to goddamn Broward County in Florida. So now here I am, single mother. It's me. She had my sister in 2005, so it's me, my 2 brothers, and my sister. And we got just like out here, you know what I'm saying? Like had no business being out here, had to like adapt to everything, had to go to a new school. I went to hella new schools. When they divorced, we ended up moving to Cobb County. And shit.
So how was that divorce on you? Like on you and your siblings? Were you the oldest?
I wasn't the oldest. I was the second oldest.
So what was the divorce like on you?
Yeah, at the time, I didn't really understand it. Like, I remember one day, my parents was like, oh, dad's leaving. And my dad coming to my room crying and shit. So I'm like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? I didn't really understand it. And it was definitely tough growing up without a father figure for them important years of my life.
So you got to Atlanta when you was 9?
Yeah, just about. Let me get a little Kim Kardashian.
Alright, so we was talking about
2000.
Yeah, so talk about what was it like changing from Cali to Atlanta, the lifestyle, just how to look is.
So basically with this shit, you want all the details? You feel me?
All the details.
I bet. So yeah, when we first came down here, it was like 2007, 2008 type shit. I was in Gwinnett County. I remember in 3rd grade, the school I went to in California was called Quartz Hill Elementary. And that shit was in Palmdale. So I finished the school year there, and then by the time it was August, like 08, I was going to Jackson Elementary School in Gwinnett, and I don't even know how I remember that shit, but I was in Gwinnett. The school was like totally different. It was like a rich school, because Lawrenceville and Gwinnett, that's like, they got some nice shit out there, you know what I'm saying? The black kids, very little. There wasn't a lot of black kids. There was a lot of whites, a lot of, they had an Indian community there. But I was only there for that 1 year, and then we moved to Cobb County. And then once again, it's like, I'm changing a new school, and I'm not from here, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you always gotta like reinvent yourself, try to fit in, you know what I'm saying? I feel like in 5th grade, that's when people start caring about clothes, you know what I'm saying? The kids judge you because of your clothes and shit. And I didn't know what the fuck I liked at that time. Like, I didn't know what I liked, bruh. I'm not gonna say I used to get, I never liked to play the victim, but I mean, I was never like a cool kid until like my last 2 years of high school, you know what I'm saying? So I was just someone that kind of fit in, basically.
And so when did, growing up, when did music come about?
Music came about, we could really skip through middle school, because middle school was cool, but it was like, I didn't really start listening to rap heavy until 8th grade, because my brother put me onto J. Cole. That's when like the warm up and Friday Night Lights was coming out. I got into Kendrick Lamar. He had that Section 80 album. And I don't know, man, as a young nigga, I just like lyrical shit. That's kind of how I got into it.
Middle school, you said?
Yeah. I started listening to music way more. Like, I started taking that shit. I started understanding it better, having a better understanding of music and like what they were saying and shit.
So, speak a little bit about the artists you was listening to at that time.
Yeah, I was listening to Kendrick and J. Cole, mostly Big Crit a little. This is like, by this time it's 2010, you know what I'm saying? Cole had some mixtapes out. Kendrick had Section 80. Like, And I had that shit on a little, it wasn't a flip phone, but it was like the old ass Blackberry, a Metro PCS Blackberry. And I just had a bunch of like illegal downloaded music on that bitch. So it's pretty crazy. I was listening to that shit on a bus. So whenever I could put in headphones, like that's what I was listening to, learning the words and shit. And I'm like 10. Now I'm like 12 by then.
When you was 12, when you started listening to music, you said Kendrick, J. Cole. So when did you actually start transitioning from just listening to it and being a fan
rapping? It's recorded?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, so I got into, like, I really had a passion for like these niggas, bro. That's when I started.
From being a fan
yeah.
To being an artist.
I started listening to music heavy around that age, like 11, 12, and then in 9th grade, by the time I graduated junior high in 9th grade, like the summer going into 9th grade, in my neighborhood, I had met this kid. He was from St. Louis. He was like a hood nigga though. Me and him became cool because we lived in the same neighborhood. We was hooping and shit. He was like, bro, I rap. He had a microphone with Audacity on it. Bro was like 15 years old. And I came over one day. He was like, yo, this is my microphone. This is how you record and shit. Why don't you try to rap on it? You know what I'm saying? So by the time like I'm listening to music so much that like I could write me a little verse. Like I could rhyme, you know what I'm saying? So I remember I had my first rap and shit. And then from there, like, I just love that shit, bro. Nigga just started rapping.
What age was that when that happened?
That was 14, because of my freshman year.
So at that time, did you have any other dreams that you wanted to do with your life, or what did you want to be?
Oh yeah, I was always hooping. I was like, in 9th grade, I was on the school basketball team and shit.
So you had the hoop dreams? You want to go to the league?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Like, the thing is, I was always realistic though, even as a jit, because it's like, okay, if I'm 5'9" and I'm damn near 17, you feel me? I'm not going to the NBA, bro. Like, I ain't gonna get no taller. Like, I'm 6'1" now, but at the time, I was just like realistic about it. Cause you got niggas, they like 6'6" and they 16 years old, averaging 45, still not making it to the NBA. Shit real out here, bro.
Right. So after you was 14, you met your friend, and y'all made the song. Did you make a song or you wrote a rap? What was that like?
I actually made a song like
first time in the studio.
Yeah, and then we had made like a little rap group in high school, like throughout 9th and 10th grade. It was called First Class. Shout out to them niggas, because without them, I don't know if I ever would have like had the passion or desire to be an artist. Mm-hmm. You know.
So how was that like forming the group? How did you meet those guys and going from?
We all lived in the same neighborhood and they all wrote raps, so it was really simple. It was nothing like crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because at the time, at 14 years old, Instagram wasn't really like a thing to me yet. Niggas was still on Facebook. Like, I didn't have no type of online connection as I do now back then. It was more so all the connections I made was like from school or in person or because you live close to me in the same vicinity type shit. You feel me?
Right. So you said 9th to 10th grade you had a little rap group.
Yeah.
When you first started rapping.
Yeah, for sure.
And did that lead to any success for y'all or any
I mean,
traction?
we had talent shows. I remember my first time performing, niggas was looking at me crazy because my raps used to be so wordy and lyrical and type shit, and I don't even sound like that no more. I don't even write the same way, but like, it was a start, you know what I'm saying? Like, you earn your stripes with this shit. You feel me? Like, everything that you do help you grow as a person or as an artist. Like, mm-hmm. That's what anything.
So you said you started off as lyrical. Your music, it got lyrics and stuff in it now, but it's more hype. What was the transition from?
The transition really, like, I didn't start taking music super seriously until I graduated, and I graduated in 2016. So between the summers of like 2016 and 2017, I was just in my room writing songs every day, like just trying to figure out how to use my voice, what sounds best, you know what I'm saying? And at the time, like my following starting to grow. I'm getting out more, like I graduated, so I'm like in the city more, just trying to do whatever it take, like do the whole like local scene shit. And I slowly started going up, you know what I'm saying? But I really ain't even start figuring that shit out until like 2018, which is crazy because we in 2019 now, and my name's starting to like hold weight here. You feel me?
And why do you think that? Why do you think, what's the difference?
I think it's just practice and just understanding and just seeing where the game is going. You know what I'm saying? Seeing what people like from you. Seeing how you could like tell your story, be as creative as possible, be as innovative as possible with your sound. I don't know, man. Just being yourself, like standing out, really.
Your sound, you said being innovative with your sound. How would you describe your sound?
My sound now is it's just me, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just me, like it's my story, it's my energy, it's my voice, you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing, I'm not trying to be nobody that I'm not. Everything is just me, bruh.
How would you describe yourself?
Damn, how would I describe myself? I'll describe myself as, I'm trying to think of some deep shit to say. It's like a bunch of pencils in a pack, right? But like, one of the pencils is purple and it got a yellow eraser and it's sharpened. And all the rest of the pencils don't got no erasers and they not sharpened. What pencil you gonna pick first? Exactly. That was a horrible way to put it, but I feel like they get what I'm saying. Look at me. Do I look like a regular nigga? No. I look like I'm from Area 51. That's how I describe AP. That's how I describe my sound. Like, I don't know, man. Like the story crazy. Like,
what you working on now? What type of putting in some singles, project?
I got an album on the way. It's called Carnival. I didn't even talk about my first release because I feel like even during that time I was still trying to figure out my sound. Also, I was growing my fan base. Now everything is like sturdy. Now it's like, okay, I have a platform. I have people that are waiting on new music. Like, I'm actually like at the start. Everything before this was more so just a beginning point to get where I'm at now. Now it's like, okay, this nigga in the city, this nigga doing shows every other weekend. We see this nigga name on flyers. We see this nigga. I got a billboard from AT&T. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
niggas see me.
I seen that on the gram.
Yeah.
That come about.
I just be shooting, like people be like, yo, you got an interesting look. Let's shoot, bro. Then one of my homies, he go by Vonso Guard. We went on a shoot one day. He hashtag Atlanta. AT&T hit him up. Yo, we want to use this as a photo. You know what I'm saying? They gave that nigga a check. I said, bro, keep the money, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm on a billboard. Like, it don't mean shit to me, but it just serving as validation that what I'm doing is right. You know what I'm saying? Now, I appreciate the support that people give me from that, but it's like, everything just a starting point for me. Like, my expectations are dummy high. I want to be like one of the greatest niggas ever to do this shit. I want to be the nigga that stand out the most, you know what I'm saying?
So talk about some goals you got in music, some short-term goals you got by the end of this year, and then just career goals you got long-term.
Short-term goals?
Yeah, like what you want to get done by the end of 2019. It's
crazy because by the end of 2019, I'm definitely going to have a project out. But I would say with this rap shit, you can't be in a rush. Everything takes patience. Like it may take a nigga like J. Cole. J. Cole ain't really get on until he was 25. Nigga had been rapping for 10 years before that. You know what I'm saying? There's no shortcuts to this shit. So
you don't really set goals for yourself. You just go with the flow. Just keep working.
I just let everything happen organically and naturally. I don't try to take no shortcuts. I just try to keep producing content and keep getting better at my craft.
So talk about your work ethic. How often you recording, making songs, writing songs, getting videos done, creating new content?
I feel like with work ethic,
yeah, you can talk.
Everything was just with practice. Like I got to a point where I mastered what I want to do with my sound, so it's like I don't even have to write like that. Like I could hear a beat happening, yo, make a song in 10 minutes. Like my last single, that shit is about at, I want to say 25K streams. I wrote that song in like 10 minutes.
What song are you referring to?
Chai Zone, yeah. The streets know it.
Yeah, so talk about Chalk Zone a little bit. I seen the video. The video was piped up.
I wrote that song in January of was it January? It was not January. I really wrote that song like October of 2018. And the significance of that track, it's just like the first song that like we're locally, like everyone knows from me, you know what I'm saying? Like Locust, like hood platinum in a sense, cause I could go to it, and the people that attend the shows, like they familiar with the song, so it's always good to have your first hit. Like it hasn't really resonated with the globe, but here it's like niggas know that's what I'm known for on the local scene or whatever.
And talk about this local scene a little bit. I see on a lot of flyers, like you said, a lot of like Lotus events.
Atlanta is different, bruh. I don't know what it's like in other cities, but the art scene here is real, and everyone's pretty united. Like all the young niggas united. We all like know each other. If you out here on the scene working all the time, like you gonna be known by the next nigga that's out here doing the same shit as you. You know what I'm saying? Envy is a thing, but it's like for the most part, everyone just trying to do them. They just trying to, you know what I'm saying, get on top. So through that, you meet a lot of people along the way. You know what I'm saying? You can't be out here envious and greedy. Like it's just not gonna work. You feel me? Like it's just not gonna work. Like in the streets, niggas, you're a favorite if you're a genuine person. Like if your support is genuine, you're favored. People will like you. Like you'll start to grow. You can't just be chasing attention or expect anything. Like you can't feel entitled to this shit, cause niggas don't care, bro. Like you gotta be solid.
So what's next for you? I know you don't really like setting goals, just like working, but
yeah,
I know you got a few things on your mind.
Yeah, as far as like my music, for those that don't know, you know what I'm saying, I'm into modeling too. Like brands would hit me up, do a lot of shooting, just trying to get my face out there. If this rap shit doesn't work out, I'm definitely getting into like entertainment, photography, writing screenplays. I don't know, bro. I'm just pretty well rounded when it comes to my interests and what I like. You know, I definitely don't expect this shit to be like my only source of. Like my mom always said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Like I'm just not dependent on this rap shit. Whether or not it does or if it doesn't, I'm definitely gonna do other shit with my life, because you can't be no one trick pony. Like that's not cool. That's boring.
Alright, so let's wrap it up with
get everybody your social medias, any way to contact you.
It's AHJEE forever on everything. AHJEE43VA. That's all my social media, man. AHJEE Parker, man.
Any last words?
West Covina Zone. Shout out to my boy FUNG Fly, the Minnesota way.
Yeah.
You dig? We in Atlanta.